and then it happens.
I love the latest fashion that is shown.
All right, give it up for AC Haley. So you want to play us a song and then we'll chit chat?
Okay.
Sounds good.
I just can't control myself. My body is the master. I'm aware that I'm aware of heading for disaster. Pain is what you lack. Your pleasure is your curse. I wish I could figure out who runs the universe. Well, I know everything, but I forgot. Someone told me everything, but I forgot. I know it's all inside. If I just had a ride, you get me there, I'll give you all I got. I know truth within myself, but still I ask to fail. Hope I get it before I die, else I'm gonna wail. Well, I already saw it all alright. Someone I know did it all alright. I'd try if I had time, but I ain't got no time. I'm trying to do it all without no help. I just can't control myself. My body is the master. I'm aware that I'm aware of heading for disaster.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Grab your mic and come on. AC Haley, you are just like so adorable. Oh my
I don't
god.
think there's anything hotter than a girl with green hair that can play bass.
Yeah, that looks like that, right? I know.
A girl with colored hair that can play bass, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. How long have you been playing the bass? That's a beautiful bass
Oh,
too.
thank you. You know, I actually got that because it's so lightweight.
Yeah.
Because I got the Fender's so
So
heavy.
heavy.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Yeah.
lighter the better.
Yes.
I agree. And guitars too. I just have no
Yeah,
need.
I can't
Exactly.
deal with it.
It's too much. Ugh.
Ah.
Well, that one is adorable. I love everything small too.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It sounds
Girls'
great. Yeah.
Thanks. I
Exactly.
think your amp sounds so great.
It's Otto Shrunken Head. Otto's.
Auto shucking head.
Yay, Otto's. So how long have you been playing the bass?
Actually, a while, about 12 years. or
Nice.
So, yeah.
What do you say it like that for?
Well, no negatives.
Do you play with other people?
I actually don't.
Do you want to or do you don't want
I
to?
do, sort of.
Someone just told me, like, I have to relook, but today someone just said they need a bass player. And did I know any? If I could look back in my stuff, would you be interested in
I'd audition.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I have to see who said it to me. Like just today somebody said
Okay,
that they are.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I live in Brooklyn,
Okay.
and I was relating to everything in your show today
Yeah.
because, well, I think we had a little Facebook exchange about
Yeah.
Steve,
Yes.
and then the lady
Was
from
Goodbye Blue Monday. He's the one that introduced me to her.
and
So he's just such a good guy.
Steve, I love you.
Yeah.
You know that
Oh.
he hates when I say that.
This whole show is about Steve
It
today.
is.
Exactly.
Steve Tremoli, you are the king.
Yeah. Did you go to Scrap Bar?
No, but I played at Goodbye Blue Monday
Me
for
too.
4 years every Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And no one was there.
Yeah, I
Every
know.
Sunday afternoon.
But the thing I loved about that place is they had coffee and drinks. It's like most places don't have both, you know? It was such a good idea, that place. I just think it was ahead of its time because
Steve is ahead of his time.
the neighborhood was like on the verge of changing, and it was when everyone was starting to move to Bushwick. You know, he got there a little early.
That's why he's in Detroit, because he's going to
Well,
spoil.
that's where I hear everyone should be right now. I heard if you're going to buy a house, buy it there. Because
Oh, really?
it's cheap now there, and it's not going to be for very long. Like, Detroit needs to come back. That's Motown. I mean,
Motor City.
yeah, it's like, and that too, right? I know it had its time, but it's time for it to have it again. I know. Have you ever been to Detroit? I've never
No,
been.
but I heard there's a bridge or a tunnel that goes to Canada.
I'm sure there is.
From Detroit.
Now, is it?
Which is pretty cool.
Well,
I've never been there.
yeah. I mean, I've never been to Canada. Have
You should
you?
go see Steve.
Yeah, and go to Canada.
Yeah.
I know. Have you ever been to Detroit?
No.
Have
I've
you
never been
been
off
to
the East
Canada?
Coast, no. I've never been off the East Coast.
Wow.
You've never been off the East Coast?
Yeah,
Like,
unfortunately.
have you been to Florida?
Yeah.
So
I
you,
used to live in Florida.
what part?
Cool.
Seminole?
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to live by Seminole, kind of like by Tampa.
Yeah.
And then I've been up and down the East Coast, but I haven't left pretty much.
Wow. That's
No,
all right.
that's
That's
all
all right.
right.
I mean, a lot of
Travel,
people,
though.
I mean, you know, a lot of people don't get out of their radius. You know, it's very normal. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm going to Colorado in the spring. So
I want
That's
to
the
go.
best.
My
And you're
friend
bringing
told
back
me.
our food of the day.
Exactly,
All
yes.
right. So where are you from?
I am from Ohio.
Oh,
Ohio.
Okay.
Ohio.
And you've never been to Michigan?
I have been to Michigan,
Oh, okay.
but not Detroit.
Okay, because Ohio is close to Michigan.
Yes, it is.
What part of Ohio are you from?
Near Akron. No one has ever heard of it. It's called Norton. Norton, Norton near Barberton.
Oh, he's from Ohio.
Oh,
That's who? Yeah. Oh, you're from Ohio. Yeah, they're
rubber
from.
capital of the world.
The what?
Tire, rubber and tire capital of the world.
Wow. See, they did hear of it. Look at that. That's right. That's right. Did you ever hear of it, Harley?
I know Akron.
Yeah. Well, everyone's heard of Akron.
I was stuck in the airport.
Yeah. Yeah. During a blizzard.
Oh boy.
So, how long have you been in New York?
I moved here 3 times. This time I don't want to give away my age.
You don't have to.
This time I've been here 22 years.
Oh, so this one was the keeper.
Yeah, because I got married.
Oh.
Hi, Mike.
Oh.
Mike.
And you're still married.
Yes, 21 years.
Wow, blackjack.
Great.
Yeah.
There you go. Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. So is he from here?
He's from Jersey City. And he
Okay.
growls every year. The first few years of our marriage, my feelings were always hurt because I'd be like, oh, honey, it's time to eat. And after a few years, I realized that's just the way he
How he
talks.
talks. Gives you feelings.
So do you go back to Ohio at all?
No.
You don't take that Route 80?
I actually went to high school in Pittsburgh, and I did drive 80 west because my grandparents ended up raising me from teens onward.
So were you on the incline?
Well, I
I
rode
rode
in
on
the
the
Mount
incline.
Washington
Yeah.
incline route.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know, right? Did you go to Alderdice?
Oh, no, Taylor Alderdice.
Yeah.
I'm also a hairdresser. I took my state reports for the written exam at Taylor Alderdice High School.
Okay, my friend went to Taylor Alderdice, and I went with her.
Are you from the Burgh?
I'm not, but I visited her on like I would go. That my brother, who is the producer of this show from Up Above, he had a girlfriend in Akron, Ohio.
Wow.
Okay, I had a best friend in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
So for like spring break, my parents would let us go. They'd find a plane that stopped in Pittsburgh that went to Akron, and I would get off in Pittsburgh. He'd go to Akron, and then on the way home back, he'd pick me up in Pittsburgh, and we'd come back to New York.
I love it.
Yeah, so we did that like a lot of Easter vacations, and for some reason she would have school when I didn't. So
Taylor Alderdice.
Yeah,
Here
so-
we come.
that's where I learned about honkies. I never knew what a honky
What about-
was until I went to
What
Taylor.
about a hoon? Do you know what a hoon is?
No, but I know Shady Side and the Shady Side
See,
kids.
I'm from the, okay, you went up the incline?
Yeah,
You know
she took
those
me everywhere.
tunnels underneath the incline?
I do.
I'm that way. I'm in the South Hills. You
I've
were on
been
the
to
other
Pittsburgh
side.
since because
Okay.
I
Andy
love-
Warhol Museum?
yes, I went with my daughter. Yes, and
I couldn't believe all the
great.
I mean, I love Andy
Yeah,
Warhol.
me too.
Yeah.
How can you not? I know. So you're a hairdresser?
Yes.
You remind me of Rizzo a little bit.
Oh, yes.
do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frenchie was the hairdresser.
Yeah, who is?
Frenchie.
Frenchie.
Oh,
but she
okay.
doesn't
I was
remind me of
thinking
Frenchie.
Rizzo,
though.
okay.
She's more Rizzo-y, right? But you know, well, what do I know? That's
I
why I have kids. They correct me and they know
Good,
everything.
good.
Exactly. So do you do hair now?
Yes.
Where?
I work at I have the coolest job in the world. I work 2 days a week at an assisted living, so I do the hair of the
Oh, that's
elderly.
Wow.
And then I play for the Alzheimer's floor every other weekend.
Music?
I play classical and standards, and I
You do
sing
that
to them.
too?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
great.
I play for people with disabilities and all
I
sorts
do the
of
same.
stuff. You do?
I work with handicapped people now, and I
Music?
teach them how to make music.
Look at that. That's
You guys might have to come to my place and play
I'd
and
love
do a
to.
Westy
Yeah.
Westy.
wow. That's great.
Yeah, I've been doing that for like a year and a half now.
I've been doing it for a long time
Huge.
too.
That's major.
That's
Yeah, I love it.
I love it
Honestly,
too.
yeah, I never
Oh
go
my
home.
God, I've been subbing for someone every Monday at the Cerebral Palsy Center. Oh my God, it's like I'd never leave having so much fun at a gig. It's like it's just so rewarding and so wonderful to bring music to people that appreciate it
And need it.
and love it
And love it.
get so much out of
I
it.
get them
Amen.
involved and they play it, and you'd be
Me
surprised
too.
how amazing they are. Like,
I know.
oh, like you're better than my friends.
I know. And you leave so inspired.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you do their hair and then you play music.
Every
So how
other
many
Saturday.
standards do you know? Like,
Oh.
do you know them all by heart? Or?
No. I'm a reader.
Me
I
too.
I read.
It's
yeah.
so fun playing those songs.
Because then you can. There's hundreds. Yeah.
I know.
So you gotta come and you gotta
I
come.
want to.
Yeah.
I want to come.
Okay. Cool.
So my grandmother used to be in vaudeville,
Wow.
and she always would say to me when I started writing songs, like, you know what? It's one thing writing songs, and that's all fine and good. But the only way you get good is playing other people's material.
Exactly.
The only way you will ever be good
Exactly.
is playing.
Good foundation.
Yeah. She's like, the hits didn't become hits for nothing.
Exactly.
She's like, you have to just learn as many songs as possible, and then go write your songs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And
it's
I
true.
agree
I do
totally.
too. And that's why I feel so lucky that I get to play other music, because it just like really does bring out the best in you.
Oh,
Do you have any favorite standards that you?
Wow. You know, I actually, my really heart is some classical music.
Wow.
So I sing a lot of stuff to them, and I love
What?
Ombra My Fu by Handel. And
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
Me too.
I mean, you know, when you're rehearsing for your
Yeah.
gig,
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, I love that song so much, and it's
I
so
do.
many, though.
I know. I sing Jiminy Cricket a lot.
Yeah.
I do. I love that song. It's the best song ever. I love making wishes. I'll sing any song with a wish in it.
Absolutely.
It's true. I know. It's great. So, do you have any gigs coming up? Like,
I do. I released my own album, like Anne, who I also know, Nancy, and this is for you, Rew.
oh, thank you.
It's
So you're a yogi too?
I
is
do
that
know,
you?
and my thighs got compressed because I had to compress the picture, so I was like, my thighs are not that fat, anybody.
Fat? What, are you kidding me? You
No,
were
they
like,
had to get compressed with the
That's
pixels.
you?
it's muscle.
Is that you?
No, but you know when you have to compress the picture to fit into a square?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
compress my thighs.
Show the picture and say, I'm not that. Look at you.
But
You don't have a dot of fat on you,
At
bitch.
Barcourt on February
Pretty impressive.
22nd. It's in Brooklyn, and I'm so excited.
Good for
8
you.
o'clock.
Great.
And I brought also this for you. 'cause
Yeah,
we
what's
had-
that?
This is green glitter nail
I
polish.
love your nails.
And a lady gave me a ton of nail polish, and I mean like 150 bottles. So I did my nails, and I said, I'm bringing
Oh,
that
I
to
love
you.
it. Thank you so much. I was like drooling over your nails.
Oh, well.
I love it.
not what
Goes
you-
nice in the hair.
Wow. So, thank you. So, yeah, do you have a website that you want people to?
Oh, yes, please. ACHaley.com. ACHALEY.com.
Yeah,
There's some videos and all, you know,
The whole
the
shebang.
whole shebang.
So it is National Carrot Cake Day. Will you have some carrot cake, or are you gluten free?
I'm gluten free.
Okay, that's okay. You're allowed.
I did-
Here, have a little.
Thank you. I'm not sugar free though.
Oh, there you go. That's a coffee candy. You can have that. So, would you like to share a skeleton from your closet? We always have options.
When I heard everyone answering the skeleton, I had a good skeleton, but it's not really a skeleton. And then when he brought up Tampa, I said, now that's a skeleton.
Ah.
When I was 15, I ran away. Well, I told you I lived with my grandparents in my teenage years. don't ask, but I ended up in Florida with my mother for a brief time that summer, and I ran away, and I ended up locked up in Tampa Heights Hospital adolescent unit for 5 months until I got back to Pittsburgh. And there's a skeleton for you.
Wow.
That's not surprising. And then did your hair turn permanently green?
I wanted to be blonde, and so I'm not blonde. And then I realized
That's a skeleton right there.
There's a skeleton, and I said, you know what? I'm getting a little where I don't want to look cute and sexy because I'm just not
married
there.
for 21
yeah.
years. You are cute and sexy. You can't even
Yeah.
not be. I used to have green hair. I had alpine green. It was cool, but I mean, you know, don't you think Bernie Sanders has a perfect head for colored hair?
Oh,
I
you
know.
said Trish and Snooki.
Yeah,
I
Matt.
saw them on your they've been
But
guests.
he would be. He's a perfect candidate
They
for
can name a
many-
color after him.
Yeah, Wild
Bernie
Bernie,
Blue.
Bernie, whatever. Yeah.
Bernie White.
Bernie White. Platinum is in. I love your hair.
Trying to get it Bernie White, but she's blonde right now.
Yeah, because like blonde is always a base color for me. It looks like whenever you see like good blonde hair, you know color would be just like.
Oh,
I know. I
the
use
green don't come out.
well, if you go swimming, maybe
Maybe.
it will just keep getting
We'll
greener.
find out at Coney Island. I know you like to go there.
I do love Coney Island, even no matter what happens to Coney Island. I always wanted to have a summer house in Coney Island because then if you forgot anything, you could always just go and get it.
Exactly.
And it's like far enough that it's like the beach, but like, you know, it's not too far, you know? It's like just right. And you get the rides, you get whatever you need. So I can't thank you enough for coming.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
And we have a lot to do in the future.
Yes,
because
we do.
we
The
have places to
basing.
go, people to
Yes.
see. Yeah. We're going to Detroit, we're going to Canada, we're going to your place of work.
Yes.
We have a lot to do, AC. I'm so happy to meet you.
Thank
And
you.
I want to thank Michael Preston
Thank
for
you.
being our
Michael
host for the
Preston.
day. Yes,
Thank
it's
you for
been
having me on
really
the show.
fun. I'm
Yes,
so
it is.
glad you
Had a
came.
great time.
Fiona Silver, adorable. DJ Cherish the Love and Digibeat. Jennifer McFarlane for the big ass Bernie party that's happening Friday. Ann Hussick, always a pleasure. We love Andy Hussick. AC Haley, you are just a newfound friend. So happy. Harley, love you. Caroline Stewart, we cannot do the show without Caroline. She will be the Who next week on Rew and WhO. Caroline is coming from behind the scenes to be in the hot seat right here. Yeah. That's why we need you, Hoop. And Hoop is going to be here, another wonderful helper for Rew and WhO. And of course, we love Otto Shrunkenhead. Without Otto's, we wouldn't be here. So, would you like to push a button?
Yes, please.
Oh, the gun alone. There you go.
Ah.
On Rew and WhO. Would you like to push one?
Sure.
That's my favorite one. I love that button for some reason. All right, we'll see you next week. Lots to look up online, so go to the Rew and WhO page and see all the fun stuff. There's too much to talk about. So, see you then. Next week, we're into February.
And most of it I'd really like happens